Welcome to Blacksburg, Virginia, home to a team that brings this lunch pail each and every game, the Virginia Tech Hokies. What a game we have in store for you today. A Big 12 showdown, and the implications could last for the rest of the season. As we'll see, the Colorado Buffaloes taking on a team who is rested and ready, coming off a bye, the Virginia Tech Hokies. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. And the Buffaloes will kick it away to start us off. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll run it from the gun. At the 35, he's loose. He's off to the races. And finally out of bounds after an explosive run by this ball carrier. They had hoped to come up with explosive plays, and they used one there to set them up inside the 30, 1st and 10. Looking to move it through the air. Fires to the wideout. Intercepted. He'll try to take it back. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
You know, after watching that interception, I just wonder if this kid's too amped up tonight. He was so excited to take the field. He thought this was going to be a game that he could stat it up, but he's going to have to do a better job tonight with his decision-making. That is not how you want to start a game.
Afterburners coming. Inside the 30. The 10. Touchdown, Buffs. And once he got loose, it was all over.
Man, this guy is such a weapon because he's so dangerous if he gets into the second level. Great vision, and then David shows you the speed.
Just straight wheels, erasing angles. A lot of times when you're chasing guys that are so fast like this, you're like, I got him, I got him. No, I do not. What a big, long touchdown run. Pad those stats, young fella.
On the run from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. And Virginia Tech sends the offense onto the field. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you've got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game if you're going to win. And David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
The Hokies get it past the sticks. Fundamental football with the Hokies. We talk about special teams, but the running game has always been part of their DNA.
And when you continue to find guys at the running back spot like David Wilson, and those guys that you can feature, you can give them the ball, establish that physicality, establish that playmaking, it gets everything rolling for this offense.
He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the first down.
Love that throw. I'll tell you, if he keeps making more of those, Lane Stadium and this incredible crowd is going to be going nuts. We've called games here plenty of times in the past. This is one of the best venues in all of college football, and this guy right now is heating up at the QB position. Watch out. It's going to be a sonic boom in here.
He's brought down, solid pickup, but a little bit short of the first down.
I love early in the game getting my quarterback in a rhythm. Coming out, short passes, easy completions. Now we're getting in a good spot.
Quickly complete. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31. Many times the Hokies have had a dynamic threat running the ball at quarterback, but you got to be efficient like this in the passing game.
No doubt, and you got to have some balance on offense. You got to be able to make those plays down the field in the passing game to make you honor it, get some guys out of the box so it's not just running quarterback all the time.
Well, it was a good throw, it was a good route, but it was the hit that forced that incompletion.
And after the incompletion on first down, this offense looking at second down. They want to throw it. Caught close to the marker, it's Mason. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Virginia Tech.
And what a nice start for this offense. The throw game getting working, getting the touchdown pass. This quarterback getting a little bit of confidence. This passing game getting in a rhythm. Nice start for this offense.
And he makes the extra point. All tied up, just about set to kick it away. No chance for a return as that ball flies out of the back of the end zone. Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. Then that last drive, if you want to call it that, was efficient. One big run for a score, David. See if they can do it again. He lobs one high down the left side. And it's incomplete. They were looking for the huge gain on first down.
And as an offense, you want to stay aggressive. You want to keep calling these downfield shots. I know you didn't complete that one, but you want to send a clear message. You're trying to take the top off this defense. You keep calling downfield shots, you soften up the coverage, you get those safeties playing deep, and that's going to open up your running game later on.
And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Well, this defense felt coming into the game that if he was going to try to throw from the pocket, they could get to him and affect his accuracy, and they did on that last play.
They come to the line, facing third and long from the 25. From the gun, wants to pass. He'll try to do it himself. And he couldn't find quite enough running room to reach the line to gain. The Buffaloes line up to punt it away. Puts a boot to it. Didn't see a lot of him in that loss last week. Only called on twice. Perhaps feeling that coverage coming, signals for the fair catch and makes it at the 25. And we're about to get another look at this Hokie offense. This could be a real turning point in the game. They scored a touchdown. They got to stop. And now a chance to break the tie.
Yeah, this offense has got it cooking, man. And how about the defense? Great job getting that stop, getting the football right back to the hot hand. Now this offense, Palmer, has a chance to take the lead.
You can see the offense, too. They understand the situation right now. They were jonesing on the sidelines to get another opportunity to run back on the field. They are ready to drive this ball and go score.
Caught in the backfield, it's Mason. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. You know, sometimes even a short gain like that can be used to set up something bigger later on.
No doubt, Reese, they can pump that and take a shot down the field. And don't worry, they're going to go back to that same play because they know this guy with the ball in his hands is dangerous. He makes one.
And the pass hits, picked off. He was trying to get that return going. Instead, he'll hand it to his offense at the 38. Line gets set, first down. They'll start this drive with a pass. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Buffaloes!
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. And Virginia Tech sends the offense onto the field. One of the most valuable things a quarterback can have, David, short-term memory. Just forget that last pick.
You're dang right. Clear the mechanism. It's over, moving behind. Some players can't do that real well, and it leads to more mistakes, Jesse. You got to just forget about it and move on.
And I think the coaching staff can help him too, David. I think you can get the running game going here and also give him some easy throws.
On second down, wants to throw. Unloads to the wideout. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit. They couldn't connect on second down, now staring at a 3rd and 9. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. Catch in the middle, it's Heath. And they bring him down, but did you see this freshman rifle that thing in there? And the Hokies will have it 1st and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, there's a statement by the defensive line. 1st down play, expecting run, and they just dominated up front. Beat their one-on-ones and forced a tackle for a loss.
Fast motion from the offense. On second down, just keeps firing. Can't quite make the connection there. Might have let him a little too much.
Bad news on that play, it's an incompletion. The good news is the quarterback knew if his guy wasn't going to catch it, nobody was with that ball landing out of bounds.
3rd down conversion's always a huge stat, and they've got a 3rd and long from the 27. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws for the tight end. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
And that's how pressure on a quarterback can affect the passing game. They were able to get after him on that play, and as a result, the QB made a bad decision, forcing that football into double coverage.
Fields the punt. Wants to make a play. He was hoping for a little more running room, but they're able to get him down at the 45. And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. Boy, David, they would love to stack another touchdown on top of that last drive.
And this offense did such a good job on the last drive. Everything in rhythm, moved the ball down the field, didn't make those mistakes, Jesse, and they need to do it again on this one.
Yeah, you're right. They had the defense on their heels. You wonder what sort of communication was going on that sideline. What sort of changes were they able to make, because they got to stop the bleeding right now.
6-yard pickup on 1st down, leaves them with 2nd and 4. They'll give it to the back. They finally make the stop, but the big run is plenty to move those sticks for the 1st down.
At the 38-yard line. That's a 1st down for the offense. That's the end of the first quarter. With the score, Colorado 14, Virginia Tech 7.
Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. The give on the inside. 1-step wrap, 2-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground.
And the running back didn't get much there. Nice job by the defense. You can tell they're focused in on this running back, on this run game, being physical, getting knockbacks, and limiting his carries.
Trying to make magic with his feet. He was able to squirt free and pick up a few and avoid a negative play there.
Well, great job there by the defense, because they weren't able to get him sacked right away, but you saw the coverage in the back end. Nowhere for the quarterback to throw the football. Didn't get the sack, obviously. You don't get the negative play, but you also don't give up a big one. You're feeling pretty good about where you are right now in this drive.
And the offense got themselves in a tough situation. 3rd and long, so hard to execute, especially when the field starts to shrink. But the good news is they got a field goal in their back pocket.
Tried to give it enough body English, but he missed it. And the margin is still 7 after the miss, guys. And we're about to get another look at this Hokie offense. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and working in that pass.
And I think, too, David, it's just going to take a spark. It just takes one play to get this thing picked up and going.
Knocked down immediately, but a big gain down to the 45. 1st down for this offense. He's going to pass. He rifles one deep down the middle. Touchdown, Hokies! And once he found daylight, it was Katie bar the door, baby. Well, I'm not sure who was closer to the receiver there, the defensive backs or us here in the booth.
That was great execution on offense. Receiver wins the route one-on-one, shows off his speed, gets himself wide open. There was no question where the quarterback was going to be at. Nice job.
It bounds through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. They'll throw it on first down. He's got his man across the middle. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down.
And there was no question in that scenario. That's where the quarterback was going. He knew he had his receiver in a matchup that he liked, running a route where he would find himself open. Nice job between those two.
One play in this drive and already out to the 41. It's first down. From the gun, the ground game. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down.
When you're a defense, it is stop the run first. That is your first responsibility. It makes the whole game easy. And right now, they got it going on the ground. The defense is going to have to change something up. These little tiny dink and dunk, dink and dunk. You keep doing this, they'll go all the way down the field on you, so you might want to get a little bit more aggressive.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Running back searching for a hole. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down.
I love teams that make it a priority to run the football, and they have today. Another good run by this running back. He's been doing it all night, over 100 yards on the day. Really, really good night for this young man.
Ball spotted right at midfield as they try to convert 3rd and short. To the ground to try to move the chains. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down.
You ain't getting by all these guys right up the middle unless your offensive line and your tight ends and everybody is putting in the work up front, committing to blocking. The running back does a great job finding the hole, exploding through. How about that nice, big, huge gain? If I'm the OC, let's call that one again.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Takes the handoff. It's Welch. Little too soft in that run defense. He picks up 4 to the 32.
I think you run that play so you stay out of 3rd and long. 3rd and long is not where an offense ever wants to thrive. 3rd and medium, hey, I'm good with that. So you run that play to make sure you're set up for a good 3rd down.
The corners are walked up tight. These corners going to give these receivers some space. Well, that was less than choreographed. Everybody going on their own snap count there. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Line is set on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the wideout. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up. And for the 2nd time tonight, they'll trot out the field goal kicker. This is going to have to be unleashed from 54 yards out. He splits the uprights and puts 3 on the board. And now they take the lead. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, right back to your game after we update the nation on this one. Texas stomped a mud hole en route to a double-digit win, and they did it outside of Austin city limits. That speaks to the way this coach has galvanized this team and the direction this program is headed. The circle of life in college football, where one team moves on feeling like kings and the other heads home, licking its wounds.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, they were trying to set up the option, but the quarterback had no chance. Did you see the defensive tackle penetrate? What a great first step. He shot right through the offensive line and got the TFL.
Pulls it on the bootleg fake. They're bringing heat. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
Doesn't take this defense a lot of time to get to the quarterback, man. They've got speed all over the place. They hit him so quickly, and because of that, the ball falls incomplete.
On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. A strike downfield. And that's where they'll mark him, but a very productive play, and they'll move the chains. And they just want to give this guy a chance to make a play on third down, and more times than not, he is going to deliver.
He's so good, so efficient, such a good route runner, got the speed, got the complete game, so you definitely want to highlight him, and especially on those downs that matter the most. If something's not open quick underneath, find him, he'll make those contested catches. First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football, create balance, and right here, just choose up another first down, gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
The Hokies come to the line with a new set of downs. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Fires toward the end zone. And it's caught! Touchdown, Virginia Tech!
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up, and keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. You want to talk about having a weapon to bail out a drive? David, that's why kickers are so important after that long field goal.
And listen, important is a relative term. We need to make longer passes and get better gains so we don't have to kick long field goals, Palmer, again on offense.
And they've got the weapons to do that, David. They just got to be able to dial those plays up. Guys have to be able to make them one-on-one to make life easier on this kicker, who is so important to this team.
Quick tempo, no huddle offense. Second down, clock's running. He's looking to throw. Here he goes breaking the pocket. The quarterback scrambled around, but the defense able to scramble him and turn it into a sack. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Got it in the middle, it's Miller. And the catch was one thing, and the run even better. A big pickup on that one. Offense rushing to the line of scrimmage. Clock is stopped for the first down. They'll try to get it off quickly. He wants to throw. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Open space at the 25. That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop. Linebackers trying to create some confusion. Unleashes to the end zone. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there.
Man, it's so hard to play defense nowadays. You got a strike zone where you can hit people. You get flagged for targeting. You get flagged for pass interference. That was beautiful. Great job in the end zone, making it a hard window to throw into, and when he caught it, making him feel you.
Quarterback strolling away from Heath. He's brought down, but not before he turned that into a positive play and picked up a few on the run. They're at their fastest tempo trying to get off this third down play. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. This has the makings of a good drive. The 7th play brings up a 3rd and 4. From the gun, wants to pass. Moves around to clear up the vision. What a snag by the defense.
Those are teaching moments. Close games down the stretch. I know you're in the first half here, but when you get outside the pocket and you're in scoring range already, those are tough pills to swallow. You can't give up points. You can't give up 4th down opportunities. Bad play, big mistake, but still a lot of time left in the game where you can make it up.
And how about that interior defense stuffing the run for nothing? Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Quarterback on the keeper. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Got it, looking for a first. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
With the score, Virginia Tech 21, Colorado 17.
And the Hokies will line up to kick off and start the 2nd half. This will not be returnable as it sails out of the back of the end zone. Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. Trying to set the tone on the ground in the 3rd. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
You got to have that defense you know you can go to in running situations. Your base defense where you say, okay, this is where I'm going to start, and I'm going to stop the run, stuff it up front. My guys play big up front. Then if I need to add some blitzes to it later on down the road, I can. A great job in the base defense.
Can anyone catch him? And he'll run out of bounds, but a much-needed productive play in the passing game.
How nice is it as a quarterback when you don't have to throw post routes to get great stats? No, I can just throw it quickly to one of the fastest players in the entire nation and let him burn this defense.
Comes out throwing on 1st down. Quarterback floating away from pressure. And with not much doing downfield, he found his parents open in the stands and threw it to them.
If I'm the offensive coordinator right here, man, I'm trying to find some easy gimmies. I'm trying to find a way to make this offense easier right now because everything seems hard. Like last week too, man, just completion percentage is not great. This offense is just not moving like it should, and they got to find some ways to make this thing easier.
From the 36, a 3rd down, and you wonder if they're willing to take 2 plays to get the first. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42. The #1 job is to protect your quarterback, and they weren't able to do it long enough that time.
This offensive line, Reese, they've got to do a better job communicating pre-snap and try and figure out which people on defense are going to be rushing the passer. Right now, this offense just looks confused up front.
And Virginia Tech sends the offense onto the field. They'll try the run. He breaks a tackle. Strong run there to pick up 4 and get it out to the 7.
It's just so nice to know you can start off on 1st down with positive plays. Positive yards, hand the football off, set up a good 2nd down.
Here's the handoff. They finally get him on the ground, but the big running play moves the change for the 1st down.
That has got to be demoralizing if you're on defense because they just ran the ball right up the middle, down your throats, and they gashed you.
The offense has it 1st and 10 from their own 20. Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. Wants to throw on first down. Feeling some heat. He's got the back in the middle. Boy, his freshman quarterback has a host, and he's seen that thing in there. The Hokies come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Trying to find his man on first down. If the quarterback's a little more on target there, maybe they hook up, but it's an incompletion.
Missed opportunity on offense. QB and receiver just not on the same page there.
And the incompletion brings up a second down for this offense. He's looking to throw, trying to get to him. That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be third down.
Well, on offense, no doubt, right? You've had success. You're throwing some tutties. Why not keep throwing it? They're going to keep being aggressive. You're going to have to do a better job, though, keeping this quarterback standing up.
Leaves it with the running back. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. And the Hokies will punt it away on fourth down. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Fourth down, and the punt team sends it the other way. Let's see what he can do with it. He's got great speed. He'll be guided out of bounds, but not before a nifty return on that one. And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They're looking for a huge play. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it.
Woof. That's one of those plays where you're going, man, he probably could have made that. The defense wasn't great on the play, but guess what? It goes down as an incompletion. Those are one of those bullets that you got to dodge throughout a game.
Nothing but green ahead. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a first down. This offense always looking for those big explosive plays, and now they've got it just inside the 30. Got enough space. Touchdown, Colorado. They take the lead with the 6.
Anytime you've got a successful run play on the ground, you've got to have great blocking up front. The offensive line, receivers, everybody doing their job, and that helped lead to the home run.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Fellas, I think at least a portion of your audience will have an interest in the one that just finished up. Miami endured a hostile crowd and the challenge that always comes with playing away from Yager Stadium, and the Red Hawks came away with the win. It wasn't a blowout, but it is a W. It's one game. You don't want to react too much either way, but I think both teams will leave this one with some things to work on moving forward.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. Offense took a little bit too much time at the line there. The offense set for a first down play. Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. From the gun, looking for a man. The sure hands, it's Heath. On the move at the 30. And it is a chunk play, a huge gain on that one before the defense brings it to an end.
Really nice looking pass there. I'll tell you, they ask you to do a lot at Virginia Tech when you're the quarterback. You're expected to make plays with your feet because of some of the grades that have come before you, but you've also got to be able to hurt defenses throwing it as well. The entire playbook is open and at your disposal, and this guy right now, he's showing you with his arm talent, he could carve up this defense.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls incomplete.
Movement here from the tight end. Movement on the offense, and they'll lose 5 yards on the penalty. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. They'll immediately call timeout.
Timeout, Virginia Tech.
Now on second down. On the move, it's Mason. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making the good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
Ball is at the 41 as this defense tries to force the punt on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. They're working that left side. He's got first down yardage as they move it to the 44.
Nice poise by the quarterback. Here's a big 3rd down throw, and you want to push the ball vertically down the field, but if the defense takes it all away, check the ball down. Get it to your running back and let him go do the work and move the sticks forward.
Going up top on first down. Fires to the tight end. They make the stop, but the sweet throw and catch is plenty to give him a first down. And with that one, he's now over 3 bills for the game.
And there's 2 reasons why, Reese. He's made good decisions, and he's been accurate throwing the football all game long.
The give to the running back from the shotgun. They get him down, and that'll be the final play of the 3rd period.
That's the end of the 3rd quarter. With the score, Colorado 24, Virginia Tech.
Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. Quarterback checking off. They'll run play action. Pocket starts to collapse. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
Well, I know that one fell incomplete, but what a day this guy's had throwing the football. Multiple touchdowns, and he's done a really nice job with his decision-making. Hasn't thrown any picks, which has really helped keep this offense on schedule.
Here comes 3rd and short from the 24, and this offense does not want to send out the field goal unit. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Right down the middle. And he throws another interception, his 3rd one of the night. And he's brought down after the pick, but not before putting his offense in business.
A really nice job by the linebacker there, understanding his responsibilities in that coverage. That's a cover 2 look, so there's 2 safeties playing deep. But the linebacker knows there's nobody underneath him keeping him close to the line of scrimmage, so he can kind of float back a little bit, watch the QB's eyes, jump the throw, and make the pick.
And this is a pressing time for this defense. They've got to understand they're backed up a little bit. They're going to run the football. They don't want to make a mistake. So I think this is the time I'm a little bit more aggressive. I got to get this football back to my offense because I'm trailing. So I look for this defense to get a little bit aggressive.
They get him on the ground, but it's a first down.
Man, it's so nice to have a guy that you can depend on. Like, this offense is built around him for a reason. Just a good running back. You can see Gets north-south, doesn't dance, picks up positive yards, breaks tackles. He's just a really good player, and that's why this offense runs through him.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football, and the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
Small gain, I know, but again, the defense knows he's going to run the football. He's willing to run the football, not just drop back and pass, make him honor the run game. You got to do a lot of this.
Handoff from the gun. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there.
And that's two really good plays in a row by this defense. So you've come up big, you've forced a third down. One more big stop. Now I can get him to punt the football, give my offense a chance to go down the field and to score some points.
Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. They have it at the 43, third and short, trying to avoid making a decision on fourth down. From the gun, wants to pass. Getting some heat. He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short.
Great job rallying the football by this defense. Third down, QB's trying to extend the play, but great team speed on defense, now setting up fourth.
On fourth down, they'll run it, looking for the first. And the Buffaloes will move the sticks.
And simple play, simple gain, get that first down. That's all that matters. I don't try to trick. I go back to what I know I do really, really well.
The handoff, keep working on that clock. And they'll bring him down after a short pickup.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead. The offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
Using the quick game. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
Here we go. Third down and one. Let's see what you're made of. Quick pass on the fly motion. They'll move the chains. Good execution on third down. They've got it at the 41.
And just went with something very easy, very reliable. Flip it forward. Let your receiver do the rest. I only got to get a few yards. Nice job. Nice execution. First down.
On the ground, it's good. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Well, this guy's been eating them alive all game long. Finally, though, David, you wonder if the defense has been able to make some adjustments, find something positive to help slow this guy down.
Hey, baby steps, right? That's a tackle for a loss. I know he's got over a hundo on the game, but this defense is definitely going to have to be more aggressive, commit more guys to stopping that bad man.
After that last loss, it's 2nd and 12. He's looking to throw. Quickly to the tight end. And that is good versatility there, and a big hit from the backer in pass coverage. So an example of a tight end doing a little unheralded work to set up a much better third down situation.
And I like the QB here, Reese. I like the decision where I understand, let's get this football out, let's get some positive yards, and then get to third down, and we can still have a better situation now because we got rid of the football and took the yards that were there.
Big third down play here. If they get a stop, you'll see an immediate timeout. He's looking to throw. Got it set up on the outside. Across the 25, he's got room. They make the stop, but not before the screen has hit him for a first down and much more. Really good execution by this offense. To the ground with the back. Good pickup on that play. It'll bring up 2nd and 4.
These situations are preached so much in college football. Finishing a game strong, understanding circumstances. They are running the football right at you, trying to keep that clock moving, get a few first downs, and get a W.
On 2nd down, let's see if they go right back to the run and put this game on ice. Run in the red zone. It's good. Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Bucks! And they take it in for 6 more points.
That is exactly what you want your offense to do. You want it to eat clock, but if you score, go up by 2 possessions, nail, beat, coffin. Great execution by this offense to put this game away.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown.
21.
No shot at a return. It's out of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. And we're about to get another look at this Hokie offense. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
And the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosion.
Throws toward the end zone. And he's done it! Touchdown, Hokie!
And that sure feels like too little, too late. This offense, they needed to score and execute faster, but there's not enough time to me, man. This feels like this one's over.
This may seem meaningless, but you can't prove that to everybody. Oh, look at this. The kicker's going to run it. And this one's not even going to come close. Man, they threw it in reverse.